In today's ActiveCampaign automations tutorial, we'll go over all the most common events and actions by building an automation from scratch. And by the end, you should have the confidence to make your own or customize one of ActiveCampaign or Jumbo Jetpack's many pre-made automations. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video for a bonus tip to make your automation significantly more effective. Really quickly before we get started, I want to mention that if you already have an ActiveCampaign account, you can head to jumbojetpack.com/free to get our premium membership for free. More on that at the end of the video. Now to start, we're in the automations page, and we'll click Create an Automation, then Start from Scratch, and Continue. For this automation, my plan is to build something that will help automate consultations for our business. Let's say you're something like a web developer, and people can submit their projects to you to request a consultation. You'll review their information and then set up a time to meet. So we're going to assume you already have a form somewhere on your website where you capture leads of people interested in consultations by just asking them for their name and email. This automation is going to follow up with them automatically and ask them to complete a longer form with all of the information you need before the actual consultation. Then when they complete that second form, we send them another email to actually get them on your calendar. So to start, we'll select the Submits a Form trigger, and you can leave it as any form for now, but I'll select the consultation form I created previously. We'll go over the creation of this form in an in-depth ActiveCampaign forms tutorial. Now I'll click Add Start to finish setting up the automation. I'll go up here for now and set the name of this automation to something like Consultations. The first thing I'll do is add a tag to this contact, and since they just requested the consultation, I'll say the tag we want to add is consultation requested. And I imagine this tag will mainly be useful to us outside of this automation. Maybe I'm planning on sending out some campaigns over the next few days to try to convince people in my list to schedule consultations. And I want to exclude the people that have already. This tag would be an easy thing to use in the segmenting of those campaigns. Though as a side note, we could also just segment for people not currently in this particular automation. But we'll cover these kinds of topics in a future advanced ActiveCampaign segmentation tutorial. Now that we have this tag set, I want to send them an email to let them know that we got their request for a consultation and to ask them to fill out our longer form with more details about their project. So now I'll go to Send an Email and then click Create a New Email. This tutorial isn't about the campaign builder, so I'm going to breeze through this a bit and leave it pretty much bare bones. I'll name it RE Your Project. Click Create, then Build from Scratch. I'll pick text only to keep it simple. You'll want to update these fields, and I'll also set the subject to RE Your Project. I'll say, Hey, then click Insert Personalized Content, first name. Thanks for your interest in our business. We look forward to setting up a meeting with you to discuss your project. Please click here to provide additional details. And we would paste the link here to the follow-up form, since this is a text email. But in the normal campaign editor, we could just link this text directly. After we've received your answers, we'll follow up again to schedule a meeting. Best, your name. There's nothing we need to do on the next page, so I'll just click Save and Exit to get back to the automation builder. Now I'm going to add a wait step to give them some time to open and complete the form. We'll wait for a specific period of time and just set it to 1 day. Now, maybe I want to make sure that the email goes out in the morning. So I'll add another wait step and choose Wait until specific conditions are met. And I'll wait until the current time in the contact's time zone is 11 a.m. So we send the first email, we wait at least a day, and then we move on at 11 a.m. in the contact's time zone. Now we're going to add an if-else block to check if they completed the second form. Let's say that when they complete the second form, we just set the action of that form to add a new tag to the contact like consultation details provided. So in this step, we want to check if the tag exists, consultation details provided. Now, what do we do if it's been a little over a day and they haven't completed the form? I think a good idea would be to just send them another email asking them to complete it, because sometimes we mean to get around to these kinds of things and they just fall off of our radar, and it's nice to get a gentle reminder. So what I'll do is grab this email from up here and drag it down into this new position. And ActiveCampaign is going to ask us if we want to move this action or make a copy of it in this new position. And we want to make a copy. Now, if we open this up, we'll see right now it's going to send them the exact same email again, which is not great. So we'll actually just click over here and then click Copy and Edit. Now the original email will stay at the top of the automation as is, and we can change this copy to fit our needs. I'll change this to, the other day you expressed interest in our services, and I just wanted to make sure you received my last email. Please take a few minutes to provide us with some additional details about your project. I'll also edit the subject to add Following Up, and I'll click Next and update the name of this email to Following Up also, and then Finish or Save and Exit. Now quickly, I'm going to add another wait step and wait here for 2 weeks to give them ample time to fill out the second form before we dump them out of this automation. We'll come back to these people in a bit, but now onto the yes path of this if-else. These are the people who completed the form already, so we'll want to send them the email with the information to actually get on our calendar. but I have two problems. First, if they see this email right after we send it and they complete the form immediately, we don't want to make them wait here over a day to be able to get on our calendar. And second, if they get this second email and they end up completing the form, how do we get the people from this wait step to jump over to the yes path? The answer to both problems in this case is the goal step. We'll name the goal consultation details provided, just like the tag they get when they complete the second form. Now at the top, under this jump to this action when the goal conditions are met header, we'll click to add a goal, and the conditions are going to be the same as the if-else block. Tag exists, consultation details provided. We'll save out of both of these things now, and we'll walk through the flow of this automation again from the top to make sure everything is clear. They submitted the first form with their name and email. We send them an email asking for more details about their project, and we wait a little over a day. If they complete the form at any point during that day, they'll get pulled out of the wait step and immediately skip down here to the goal. But if a little over a day passes and they haven't completed the form, we send them another email and give them 2 weeks to complete it. Then, if they complete it at any point during those 2 weeks, they also get pulled out of the wait step and jump over to this goal. So now everyone who completes the second form ends up here, so we can send them one more email with the information to get on our calendar. You may want to add another short wait step here, maybe 5 to 30 minutes, to make your follow-up feel more natural rather than totally automated, but that's up to you. We'll just create a new email, let's call it Let's Talk, and because you've already seen me set up 2 campaigns in this video, I'll hop out of this, but if you want to, go through and finish it up yourself. This email might just say something like, "Thanks for providing more details about your project. Click this link to schedule a meeting with me through Calendly." Pretty straightforward. Now this automation is pretty much over, so we can remove the consultation requested tag and then end this automation. This last step is not actually required, but it is good practice. So the last question is how we get these people down to the end of the automation. I could drag and drop this to copy both of these steps, but a better thing might be to use the go to action. We'll just click and drag from here to where we want the contact to end up. And that's it. Now, from top to bottom, everything is connected up and we have a really clean automation. If you already have an ActiveCampaign account, you can get Jumbo Jetpack's premium membership for free, which unlocks our entire ActiveCampaign tutorial course, our premium support that you can reach out to anytime, and our growing collection of pre-built core automations and core demos with videos like this one explaining not just how to set each of them up, but also how you can customize them to fit your business's particular needs. And one of those core demos is actually a more advanced version of what we built today with much better email copy. So if you already have an ActiveCampaign account and you want free access to everything I just mentioned, head to jumbojetpack.com/free to learn more. The link is below. Finally, for the bonus tip to make your automation significantly more effective, I'm going to quickly go over one of my favorite ActiveCampaign integrations, Twilio. Twilio can be used with ActiveCampaign to send text messages to your contacts, which can be game-changing for your business because text has significantly higher deliverability and open rates than email. So, in the context of the automation we built today, we can go up to these reminder emails, and in addition to them, or perhaps instead of them, we can send a text follow-up. This, of course, assumes we asked for the contact's phone number on the initial form. And this text could be short and just say something like, "Hey, first name, just wanted to make sure you saw my email from the other day. Click here to send us some more information about your project, and we'll get in touch to schedule a consultation with you." We'll cover Twilio's integration with ActiveCampaign in much more detail in a future video. So that's it for today. See ya!